On Thursday last week, January 9, 7,500 gallons of a coal processing chemical leaked out of a storage tank into the Elk River in Charleston, West Virginia, a mile and a half upstream from that city's water processing facility, effectively fouling the tap water for 800,000 people in 9 West Virginia counties. Information about the specific health effects of the chemical known as crude MCHM has been difficult to come by, and Freedom Industries, the company that was storing the chemical along the banks of the Elk River, hasn't been helpful in releasing information either, according to reporting in the Charleston Gazette newspaper. Rob Byers is executive editor of the Charleston Gazette. This is EntryPoint. I'm Richard Alcott.
All we know about it is that a large amount of chemical was leaked into the river there, and our understanding from your reporting is that 8 counties, 300,000 residents are affected by this.
8 counties and part of the 9th.
Could you describe the situation?
Well, got 300,000 people who are basically unshowered and have no water to drink or to wash their hands with. So it's a very different situation than anything that we've dealt with before, other than, you'll have the occasional boil water advisory when there's something wrong with a small water plant. But you've got a centralized water plant here, and you had large vats of chemicals just 1.5 miles away from the intake that everybody knew about, but nobody seems to know what to do about after it leaked.
Right, and this company is called Freedom
Industries. Yeah.
What is the chemical? What is it meant to do? This stuff?
Oh, it's used in coal washing at preparation plants where they wash the coal.
So you can't wash your hands, you can't shower, you certainly can't drink the stuff.
You can't wash your clothes, you can't wash your dishes.
I'm saying you've got hundreds of thousands of people who are left high and dry. You can't do anything about this. How are you dealing with it?
Well, we've had a really good response from many places of trucking in water. It was pretty bad there the first couple of days because you didn't have any water. Everybody immediately bought all the water off the shelves. They bought all the hand sanitizer off the shelves. They bought all the paper dishes and plastic forks off the shelves. So the stores were vacant in those sections. And all the restaurants and anything that serves food, such as schools, daycare centers, hospital cafeterias, everything had to close immediately because they had no water to wash anything with. So the health department shut everything down. So you had no water in your homes, but you couldn't go out to the restaurant and get anything to eat either unless you drove a few counties away. So, but immediately they started setting up, water buffaloes, that type of thing around the area within the first day or two, and then a lot of donations came in, tractor trailers full of bottled water coming in for people. So we've kind of stabilized mostly on available water for bathing and drinking. But it's still ongoing right now. We're coming up to the stage where they're going to flush the system, and then everybody will need to flush their home systems in an order that the water company is setting, starting with the highest population areas.
Now, is that going to happen in the next couple of days or this week?
I sure hope so. We'll have another press conference this afternoon, I imagine, and I'm supposed to get an update there. But the levels needed to be under 1 part per million for 24 hours, and that has happened.
In your paper, I read in your reporting today, the governor is saying that there's light at the end of the tunnel, which sounds like war scenario. Is that's a quote? Actually, it's William Westmoreland, the general in the Vietnam War, said there's light at the end of the tunnel. And this is back, when there was still another 6 or 7 years of that war that went on.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's not going to be like that. But I'm fairly confident that in the next day or two that they will be able to lift the ban in some areas at least.
How are you personally? Is it you and your family?
Well, if you look at my Facebook page, you'll see my photo I just put up on there. You'll see a pile of dirty dishes covered with empty water bottles, bathing with a stock pot full of water heated on the stove. You can't wash your clothes. I haven't had an actual shower since Thursday morning, other than washing with a stock pot full of water. So trying to get to work, It's an unshowered town.
Rob Byers is executive editor of the Charleston Gazette in Charleston, West Virginia. You've been listening to EntryPoint.